Okay, my head aches. I am lost in cyberspace and technology. I started with trying to comply with Marcia Montag's four-step plan. I have like 6,000 ideas racing through my head, but at least 20. And it's been nothing but frustration and that's a good word, frustration, sarcasm, because I got hung up because no, I got put on hold for sarcasm. So and then I watched Kamala Harris's shit, and that really, it's almost 5 o'clock. I should try and call her office in California and get abused again. But she's worried about everybody except me. But then she'll blame her staff because she has a staff. I wish I had a fucking staff. Uh, but that's another matter for another day. So let me start with see what happened with this phone. This is the phone I'm trying to get rid of. Yeah, it's still spinning. Let me turn this around. And so let me go back one step. This is the old phone. Okay, and was this Duo? No, the other one is Duo. So this one, oh, the battery's almost dead on this one. So I was going to plug in, and then I ended up getting Tarn's phone instead. So let me go to this phone, which is Duo. This is which is most important. The answering service where they're going to dog me, um, and this is Duo, which I don't know what it is. Let me see if I can go backwards on this. High quality video. So do I agree? I'm going to agree now. I didn't agree the first time. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Give access. To make video calls, give access to your microphone, camera, and contacts, plus make it easy to verify your phone number and keep track of. I've been having a really, really difficult time verifying my phone numbers and getting them to work on both Apple and whatever. So now I'm going to allow them to access my contacts and allow, manage, and make phone calls. This is maybe where I get in trouble. Okay. So I will use this phone number that's giving me nothing but troubles. Uh, And trying to type this in, it moves, doesn't type where I want. Okay, so there's my phone number, everybody. And oh, it came in. See, the cameras are different too. This her phone is older. The one I just was on was the oldest. The one I'm dialing on is the newest and probably the best. But that was the conversation with Apple. So where is the code? Okay, I'm not going to show you the code because then somebody maybe can hack my shit. So I'm going to go back into the computer. And there's my verification code. So let me go back. Uh, it's asking me now to go to the keyboard. This is always a problem, but I got this one pretty well figured out. Oh, fuck me. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to recording and I'll finish that later. So this is where I was calling this morning. Partners for me. I was given a referral from my sister. Um, and I don't know what that one is. And these are Now these are strange voicemails. Where did all the rest of my voicemails go? This is really weird. Okay, so I'm gonna call this number again. This is what started my day. And what the hell? See, now I can't copy that number. Cannot copy that number. So let me go to, oh, here, keypad. Cannot put the keypad up. So is somebody else in my machine? 216342. Two, 1, 6, 3, 4, 2. Ah, now I could do this time. 5, 4, 9, 6. Call. So this has been a rabbit hole.
Thank you for calling.
I'll listen to the whole thing now.
Behavioral Health Wellness. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room. If this is an urgent matter that requires rapid assistance, you may press 9 to be connected to our answering service. If you are calling about a medication issue, please press 113.
To be fair, the first time I hit 9.
On the next business day. If you are calling to schedule an initial appointment as a new patient, please press 2 to leave a message with our intake department. While our office staff are not available to answer your calls after 5 p.m., many of our clinicians have office hours that go later into the evening. Please enter your clinician's 3-digit extension and leave a message, and your clinician will return your call as soon as possible. If you do not know your clinician's extension, please press 1 for the dial by name directory. And
that didn't work the first time I did that, so I'm going to hit 9 again.
We have not received a valid response.
Yeah.
Please wait while we connect your call.
Oh, see, I went to voicemail hell now. So that doesn't work. And now I have to remember this again. How did I do that? There, that's how I did it. I got lucky this time. 2, 1, 6, 3, 4, 2, 5, 4, 9, 6. Now I could be set up too, because I had a advocate, Anthony, and he's quit, which is his right. He wasn't getting paid anything.
Thank you for calling Partners for
Okay, I'm gonna hit
Health
9 now.
If this is an emergency,
I could go back to 2, but then I just get voicemail and I'd lose more time, and I don't have any more time. Too much pressure. And what are all those fucking button pushing? That just frosts my cake. So this could be, it goes to an answering service. The first lady was real rude. The second lady said, "That's sarcasm, I'm going to put you on hold." Look how many, if I was really fucked up, and I've been really fucked up, how long should you have to wait for somebody to answer? But there's costs involved with all this shit. So what do? Just, well, no, you let people kill themselves. You eliminate the population, decrease the population, especially people with mental health problems. And, that was one of the other things. 10-year-old boy with Connie. But see, I don't know who's what or who in these issues. So while we're waiting here patiently, then this comes up. This is a new message now. So the iCloud.com, I talked to Apple yesterday. Now it says enable new fingerprints for iTunes and Apple Store purchases. None of this has worked the way it should. And I called them yesterday, and there's 100 stories there. So you tell me. I did talk to my buddy last night somewhere. It has, it was on this phone, I think. Yeah. He called, we talked, but this says 7 o'clock. We talked last night, so that must have been his time, where on this machine it shows me my time. I don't want to be sarcastic, but you hung up on me. Can you hear me? Hello?
sir, there's other operators here. But how can I help you?
Is this?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Barely. Are you on a speakerphone?
I am on a speakerphone. Is that against the rules or law?
Okay, it sounds like you're far away.
I am in Thailand. Yeah, I am
Okay.
far away. Did you hang up on me, or is this the third lady? My name is Steve Wilner. Let me give you my name. What?
I said I have not hung up on you. How can I help you?
You're the third person from this firm. And I forget now because I'm 66 years old. I'm bipolar and disabled. I'm making a request for accommodations under the Americans with Disabilities Act. And all I am is frustrated. You can call me sarcastic. You can call me any word you want in the world or dictionary. And it really won't hurt my feelings. I have no feelings.
Okay, so what are you calling for tonight? How can I help you?
Marcia Montag is requiring me under the guise that she's just sending me down a rabbit hole, as some people say on the internet. I need help. I need health insurance. I need a therapist. I need whatever. And maybe I don't need anything. Maybe just put a gun to I'm willing to play Russian roulette with my life if you want and make things simpler and faster. I'm 66. It's been a good life. But I do have a lovely wife that I really like to be with. So can you help me, yes or no?
Sir, so do you go to this office, or are you a patient of this doctor's office? What?
Well, now I'm concerned that if I tell you the truth, you will hang up on me, and I need help.
Well, I'm not going to hang up on you, but
Well, your other two employees put me on hold, and so maybe you don't have enough staffing or money, but I just need a psychiatric evaluation. And somebody wrote psychoevaluation, and somebody could be hacking my computer and monitoring my stuff. There's a guy named Ante who's an advocate. He's quit. He's telling me my sister is beautiful and perfect. She's either fooled him.
What's your last name?
Steve Wilner. StevenWilner. What's your name? You won't tell me.
Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do is call the office back tomorrow morning.
I'm in Thailand. It doesn't work. I need help now, please.
I can't get you help.
Okay, then let me solve the problem for you, because obviously, being sarcastic, they don't pay you to think. STEVEW407 STEVEW407 Would you like me to read the message that they left on my answering machine? And in order to
call the office back tomorrow morning.
I'm not willing to do that. If you want me to kill myself, tell me and I will do that for you.
You know what? I don't want you to kill yourself, but you're in Thailand. So if you're in Thailand, can't you go to a hospital that's there to help you?
They don't speak the language.
Okay, they don't speak. No one in Thailand speaks your language.
If you want to know all my problems, watch my Facebook page. It's all over the page.
I don't. I'm just trying to help you for tonight. There's no way I can help you to call. Yes, and I'm asking you to call the office back tomorrow.
Okay, what did I ask you? Your listening skills should be very good. What did I ask you to do?
Okay, sir. Good night.
So you're not going to have them email me, is that correct? You're not going to have them email me, is that correct? It shows the phone is still connected. Did you hang up? Ah, wait. Okay. I solved the problem. Maybe. Mary. Oh. Hi, Stephen Tarn. I have a referral to an immigration attorney. See, I feel I'm being fucking set up. Per our conversation she has. Let's try that one next. What am I looking for? What was her name? Anna. And Ante comes up. And it started to come up and then it disappeared. Did you guys see that? And here's where it has psycho thing. So this is the same number. Ah, and this one works. Look how that worked and does. Oh, I'm gonna do it another way because I'm lost in my head.
Thank you for calling Partners for Behavioral Health and Wellness. If this is an emergency,
Okay,
please
I'm gonna
hang
go to
up
the intake desk.
911 or go to the nearest emergency room.
Oh, wait. Let's see if I
If
can
this
go
is
over
an
here.
urgent matter that requires rapid assistance, you may press 9 to be connected to our answering service. If you are calling about a medication issue, please press 113. Your message will be addressed by our clinical support staff on the next business day. If you are calling to schedule an initial appointment as a new patient, please press 2 to leave a message with our intake department. While our office staff are not available to answer your calls after 5 p.m., many of our clinicians have office hours that go late.
Oh,
Thank you for calling Partners for Behavioral Health and Wellness's intake department. Our intake specialists are available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. After the tone, please leave your name, phone number, and the best time to return your call. One of our intake specialists will return your call on the next business day.
my name is Steve Wilner. You can go to Tarnlano and see my. I don't know. I don't know if she has YouTube, but I don't know if she's where she's at. So email me, please. SteveW407 at gmail.com. SteveW407 at gmail.com. Why does everybody want to do business over the telephone? Let me try Denise Grant now. See if she's in her office now. But this is the lady here. Oh, this lady here. Here's her extension 125. So she says she works late in the night and all kinds of stuff. 125, if I can remember that. And then when I dialed Denise Grant, when I put her first name in, it didn't work. I had to go put her last name in.
Thank you for calling
1,
Partners for Behavioral.
2, 5.
You have reached the office of Dr. Anna Jamicki. If you wish, you may leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Very often I return my messages in the evening. You may expect returned message at that time. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, doctor. This is Steve Wilner. Ante referred me to you. You referred me to Denise Grant. I've had nothing but problems, delays. I want to make an elder abuse claim against Marcia Montag and Dr. Larry Wilner in Castle Rock, California. I need help, please. I'm in Thailand, which could present a problem. But at this point, I'm not coming back to America unless I have a visa for my wife, and then you can do whatever you want. You can arrest me, you can shoot me, you can do whatever the hell you want, because I'm just about fucking frustrated enough. Many Americans go off of balconies in Thailand, some pushed and some jumping. You tell me which one you want to do. I really don't give a shit at this point. And if that's sarcastic or true, it's up to your professional opinion to decide. I think it's more true than sarcastic, but you can do whatever the fuck you want. Pardon my language, because I can't say anything I want to say. I can't use the F word. Fuck that. You can use any word you want with me. You can tell me to go to hell. You can tell me to go get another doctor. Do whatever you want. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in getting your rights. But I guess we all can't get along. All we can do is fucking fight. and then say, I love you, but I don't like you very much like you now, but I got all the money and I'm going to keep it because it's not your money, it's Dad's money, and he left it with me. And if you die, I'll get it. That's the unwritten, unsaid thing. And this could be ended like the decent attorney and said, give him the money and end the trust. It's that fucking simple. And I have solutions. And now she's making more excuses with my friend Clive. And I'll put all this on the fucking internet. I think Trump will too. I think Trump will go into a meeting. No, he will. He went into the fucking meeting with Pelosi and Schumer. He made them look like fools. And now she's getting back at him. Maybe I do the same thing. That's the human nature. I don't know. If you're getting, that's the thing. If you're getting bullied, hit the bully and he'll stop. So I got bullied in the courthouse by Bill Blatchley way long time ago. And he bumped into me and then I hit him. And that's probably the only guy I hit in my whole life first. But I didn't hit him first because he bumped into me. So you make up your own story as you go along. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Okay, so 1.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Press 3 to continue recording where you left off. Press 4.
I think I'm satisfied. You guys probably aren't, but I am.
Are you still there? To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2.
I'm going to push 2 because I want to get it done now. Fuck this shit.
Thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
Okay. And it didn't hang up. So are they monitoring my shit? What are they doing? Let's see if I can do that again. Let's try this one. And Denise Grant. Let me show you how this works. And I'm all for fixing it. If they don't know it doesn't work, I'll tell them. I'll help them.
Thank you for calling Partners for Behavioral Health and Wellness. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room. If this is an urgent matter that requires rapid assistance, you may press 9 to be connected to our answering service. You are calling about a medication issue.
1 was the directory, I think, if I remember. And I'm good now. It's the morning. This is the best I get all day.
Welcome to the directory. Please enter the first 3.
D-E-N.
I'm sorry, there is no entry matching the keys you have entered.
Okay, then G-R-A.
Denise Grant.
Now, is she working late? Probably not. "23 minutes of my life."
Partners for Behavioral Health and Wellness, extension 114. Please leave your name and number, and I will call you back shortly.
Please leave your message after the tone. When finished, press pound or just hang up.
Hi, Denise. This is Steve Wilner. STEVW407 I'm in Thailand. I want to know if you guys will help me. Your answering service and all your stuff is extremely difficult. I want I don't want. My sister wants a psych eval. I want to report Marcia Montag for elder abuse. I don't know what the rules are in Ohio. I'm in California. But there's long stories on all of this. I just want my money and my life. And she doesn't want to give it to me. She's in control. And then I want to get me to a judge immediately. I only will appear telephonically because I've been, whatever I've been, it's happened. So please email me at stevew407@gmail.com, stevew407@gmail.com. If you want to have your intake clerk do that, we can do that. I would like to document in the email. I'm requesting. I don't have insurance. I have Medicaid. That's another fucking mess. Pardon my language. And if you can't stand cuss words, give me a clinician that can. And you can say whatever you want to me. You can call me whatever you want. I really don't care.
thank you. To accept this recording, press 1. To listen to it, press 2. To re-record, message saved. Goodbye.
And then hung up. Okay. All right, I think I've done all I can do on that. Let's close that. Let's go back to Mary. Okay, immigration attorney. Around we go in circles. I have per our conversation, she has an office in San Diego and opening another in Vietnam. Yeah, she's going to be too busy because she's opening her new office. She is closer to your time, so would you like me to have her call you? Her name is Vi. Very bright, professional, and competent. You can trust her. Yeah. We'll follow up with the email thing shortly. Blue Latitude. Expanding your real estate boundaries. I have no boundaries. Certified International Property Specialist. Ooh, cool. Let's see what time it is. No, it's a good time there. Let's call her. See if she answers. Wow, Renee Smile sent me an attachment. 26 minutes.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good, Mary. Hey, I'm live on YouTube on Tarn's phone, so since you're in California, I still haven't figured those rules out, but I wanted to let you know that.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
I would very much like to talk to Vi. I hope she doesn't cost thousands of dollars, but I'm willing very much to talk to her and get things done. I have all kinds of stories.
Sorry, you cut out on the first part of that conversation. Who would you like to talk to?
You said Vi or Voi or something like that? Immigration lawyer.
Oh, VY. Yep. So she's an immigration attorney and also a family member. But she's excellent. She's been doing it for a long time. She's got her own firm here in San Diego, and she's opening up another office in Vietnam. So she's going to be over there for 6 months, and probably 5 months at this point. So she's in the same time zone as you. That's why I was thinking, rather than trying to coordinate and schedule a conference call, I mean, I can just introduce you through an email, whatever you want to do.
Thank you.
Easiest.
Thank you. All of that works. I keep seeing more and more about myself. So let me ask you, and thank you very much, and that will work. I want to, in fact, I'm willing to share even openly, but many people are not, and we may get, robbed of our idea because it's not our idea. It's just an idea. It's just a concept right now, too, right? I have a new proposal for you. It's something we just found out about, and we're gathering more information. So.
Okay.
So that said, is it illegal I have 2 real estate agents now, so I have multiple properties, so I can deal with as many agents as I have properties, can't I?
So each property would have its own agreement, and that listing agreement could be an exclusive agreement or a non-exclusive agreement. If it's exclusive, then you have to fulfill the contract terms. Otherwise, you're going to end up having to pay 2 commissions. If it's a non-exclusive, or if you never signed a listing agreement, then you can work with whoever you want to work with.
But it's only exclusive.
The listing agreement doesn't specify an address.
Say that again now?
As long as the listing agreement, let's say like you're working with Peggy on, property A, that's in California, and you have an exclusive listing agreement and it says 123 Main Street, whatever that address is, then you have to fulfill that contract with that specific 123 Main Street property with Peggy.
Right. So, right. I understand. I've been doing real estate for a long time. I'm not a professional. I don't have a license, but I've sold property, and I can because it's my property. I won't screw any agents out of a commission. I will, I will give you like what I call it is a one show. That might not be the right term. See, I just use terms that are comfortable to me, but there are specific words when you get into the law. So when you say exclusive agreement, and I'm going to say unit number 3, which still doesn't identify the property. So I've signed an exclusive agreement with number 3. I've signed an exclusive agreement with number 13, but there's problems there because Marcia Montag, who is up my ass as my sister, and I just want her out of my life at this point. I'll give her a release. All I want is the damages that she's caused, and I want her gone, finished. Because she's trying to kill me. She doesn't give a shit about me. If I die, she gets my money. It's the fox guarding the hen house. It's a conflict of interest. So so we can debate that all day. We can hire lawyers. They can burn through all the money, and I'll give all the fucking lawyers all the money in the world and have my dad roll over in his grave because he raised all of us. And she says she doesn't want that, but she wants to protect her ass, same as me. But we've always made deals, and sometimes she has a different level. I'm a gambler and she's an accountant, so figure that one out.
Right.
So I'll stop on that. But since we're on YouTube, I'm trying to just simplify my life. It gets more fucking complicated, pardon my language, every day. So I want to list the properties.
Yeah, no.
I want to list the properties in Thailand with you.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. So the one in the number 3, you're all set with that one. Number 13, you have a little bit of conflict of interest there.
No.
I would say-
Number 13. Oh, maybe I do. No, because, see, Peggy is aggressive agent. I'm aggressive. I can deal with aggressive. I can deal with the truth. And then we get the spin, like the lawyers in Cone. Trump and Giuliani are trying to kill Cone. Maybe not. I'm getting where I will never hurt anybody else. I will hurt myself first, and I've tried. The people go off the balconies all the time in Thailand. The old men come here. It's a great life, but then it's an expensive life on some levels. So I'm very, very, very comfortable. I love the view from the 23rd floor. When I found that, I was in hog heaven when I bought it. And then I met my wife and she helped me furnish it. And then the rest is history. So I won't bore you. I won't bore you because we're supposed to talk tonight. And I'm sorry. But
no worries. So just so I can get this straight. So the listing agreement with number 3, is that Peggy?
yes.
Okay. And then the one for 13 is the one that you have some issues with the listing agent. And what
No. Identifier. She's trying to help me. She's done everything right. The broker's written me a letter. My sister is connected highly in Republican politics in San Diego. And there's stories about property that she owns. Now it's worth over how much is are you familiar with Mission Trails condos on Mission Gorge?
Yes.
The last I looked, those are worth about $400,000 now.
Yes, they are.
Okay, my sister finally has her money back. I was out and gone and made a really good profit. The market crashed, and years later, where did I go? Oh, I moved into my own property. We're in the same scenario in my mind, but it's only an educated guess. And in my case, it might not even be an educated guess. It might just be a lucky, dumbass, son of a bitch guess. Well, if you're right, you're a genius. If you're wrong, you fucking go broke. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And that's over.
Not the one that. Which property is the one though that you're having troubles with the listing agent who you want to fire?
No, I don't want to. Well, no. Then we go to Northern California. He's a really nice guy, but he may be like me. I don't know. I won't. No, I'm going to tell you the story. I need to tell you the story because it's on Facebook. It's been my experience back in the day. I'm an old man. Attorneys used to be pieces of shit, and many of them, and they still are, many of them, but they're getting better, would say or do anything for their clients, maybe like Mr. Cohn, to get the job done. I won't lie. I won't cheat. I won't steal. I will bend the rules. I may break the rules not knowing it, but it's not my intention. My intention is to follow the laws. But it's getting so complicated, just like you young people. Oh, we were just talking about that. you young people, you just do whatever, and I go through this with my wife. You have a credit card and a phone. You don't. Some people and CAC, I lumped you in. I have to be really careful with my words, and I hate that. I lumped you in with all young people. I don't know you. You've been wonderful in our. We only had one conversation and a bunch of WhatsApp text, right? And you're
Yeah.
good. You're good. But we just
I
clarified.
appreciate that.
Well, we just clarified because you're protecting your ass, I'm protecting my ass. Now we've squared away the thing, but we lost a week in getting the properties listed in Thailand. But you got your own. You got more than you can handle right now, I'm sure. Or I hope.
Exactly. So, and that's really why I wanted to ask that kind of clarifying question, is because I don't like to spin my wheels and I don't like to waste time. And so it's been on my radar to get this kind of going. The one thing that I have another, I think I was telling you this, I have another listing in Morocco. And the one thing with Morocco is that it's in the area that's outside of like Marrakesh. It's outside of like the kind of city metro. So it's a little bit harder to find, for instance, an attorney or another agent who's boots on the ground and can actually show property and help me write up the listing agreement. Because my listing agreements in California do not work internationally. So I have to locate somebody in, for instance, Thailand to either have their name be made on the listing agreement, but then the problem is trying to track them down to get the money. So what I like to do is contact attorneys because I feel like they're a little bit more trustworthy in that way, where the contracts actually are thoroughly written out and reviewed.
I have all those experiences, and I have, he's now going to work for the Thai government, I think. He's a German or Russian. There's a controversy between me and my wife what his nationality is. And then you get into bias and prejudices and stuff. Many people hate the Russians over here. I just find them a difficult people and it gets all into the levels of corruption around the world. So I'll leave it at that. So I won't take your time. It just blacked my screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's everywhere. And hey, Steve, I don't mean to cut you off, but there's a lot of feedback happening.
No problem.
It's hard to hear.
Okay, well, we'll be at 8. Well, and I don't want you to spin your wheels, but I used to be a government contractor. I would bid sometimes hundreds of jobs when the market's good and there's no competition. And sometimes we would be the only bidder. And then, the price was whatever the estimate was, unless the estimate was a lowball estimate. And then you had to be good at what you did. And I hope you're good.
Right.
But I think most people are competent.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that I really fully vet what the actual opportunity is, because I'm not the type of listing agent who will say, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get every listing, right? Like, it's got to be a good mutual relationship where we're both benefiting from it. And I always like to work with realistic sellers. So it sounds like you're pretty realistic. You've been, in the business, or you've been in the industry, so you kind of know what's realistic and what's not. So why don't we do this? Do you have an attorney or any real estate agents out there in Thailand who you want to work with? Because if you do, I can use those. Otherwise, I have my own that I can bring in.
Well, then you get to level of compensation, or but you have a mentor, right? That's what you're doing. You have your mentor, and I don't know you from Adam. I love to give young people opportunity to learn, and people taught me along the way. At some point, somebody told me you're working too cheap, and maybe that's what you're saying right now. And they said you could get a lot more, and that's where we're at. I got stories, Mary. I have nobody that I trust per se in Thailand. I have many agents. I have my maid, but we lost 1,700 baht last night. That went to my wife. A lot more stories. So is that a true story, or is it just a human error? It happens, so we can fix it. And there's 3,000 baht. But my grandmother, who was the biggest Jew on the planet, said, "Nem the geld," and my dad taught me the same thing: get the gold. Then you can do what's right. My sister has the gold. It's my money in my mind. It's my dad's money, is how she rationalizes her behavior. And we've been fighting for 5 years. Peggy and I, we go round and round and round and round, but we agreed that the price was that I wanted was $325,000. She has an offer at $290, and she wants me to take it. She wants the commission. I told her up front, Peggy, I may move a little bit, but not much, and I'm the dollar for Pelosi. Let me make it real clear: the property's worth $324,000, especially that one. Now I'll solve the other one, number 13, for $290. We'll do it in July, and then I'll do a tax-free exchange, and we'll find another property. And then I want to know if I can even buy the property in a tax-free exchange, or I can do something to make that work. Otherwise, I'll find another property. But I think the market is capped. I think we're getting ready. But I read every day, and I'm very confused. And if you have information, in fact, my buddy just showed me. He goes to meetings, and he thinks that Asia is going to crash. I think the whole world's going to crash in 19 and 20. I think we're done. So
okay, so I'm looking at the link that you had sent me. Can I get actual unit numbers or an address on these so that I can look them up and have better comparables for you?
Certainly. And let me make your job easy, and then you can verify the facts however you want to do it. But I don't lie. I want $2 million. There's some that sell for $2 million. Might be able to sell them in America for $2 million, but the value is on the way low side. Fire sale prices $1 million.
$1 million per unit.
Yes, 30,000 baht. That's why I bought one. That's why I bought the first one. I paid nine, or maybe I paid a little bit more, but $1 million baht. It was a fire sale. Now the building, it took the ties are very funny, and I'm still learning the real estate market here. So I'm either ahead of you, or we'll learn together.
So can you send me, like the link that you had sent me, I can see the complex, but I still don't know what units you actually own.
B2314 building, there's 3 buildings, B2314 at Lumpini. But it has the legal address is different. It's just like yesterday with my wife, when we went to the Danish embassy, all Thais have 2 names. They have a nickname, and then they have the long legal name. And then I have more stories about aliases and all that kind of shit in America that I learned. But I have lots of education or experiences. And then dealing overseas is even more scary, because my cousin has a story. Some lady scammed them from China. Like a $4 million property, went through title and escrow and everything, and somebody walked away with fucking $4 million. So I never heard the end of that story. I don't understand it totally, but that's the hearsay. And then the other one is B. It's building B also, unit 504. And if you can't find him that way, you should be able to find him that way. And stuff stays on the internet for days and stuff too. But whatever. So I can help you. I will help you. I will ask Peggy. And if I'm not helping you, call me a son of a bitch, call me an asshole, say, get off your ass, asshole, fix this, I need this now, I'm working for you, and I need to earn my commission. It's that simple. But I'm a construction guy. Make it real.
Yeah, I feel like, I feel like, coming up with a price is a big reason why, sellers like yourself reach out to agents like us. Right, because we're exposed to the global markets. We know where people are coming from. And I think that, number 2, it's really negotiating, right, helping you actually negotiate your price and really protecting your money. And, and number 3, I think finally, is probably the marketing aspect of it. So I think that what we can do is, it seems like you're pretty resourceful, but I also know that you're going to be traveling. So I do want to have a partner so that when you're gone, we can show it if that needs to be shown while you're away.
Yeah.
And we don't lose time with that. So I heard, is it V as in Victor or B as in boy?
B as in boy.
Okay, so B2314, and then the other one is B504.
Right. But then, and I can, or my wife, no, I have it on my computer. I can find it real fast what the legal address is for the mail. But even then, Thailand is a developing country, and it's the most developed. She's going to, we had that conversation. I think Vietnam is the place to go, but my wife will hit me in the head and tell me you're an idiot. Thailand is the best country in the world. And I have to agree with her because they have beautiful people here. We work every day in our relationship, and I thought I helped my friend. He was going home, and then they got a baby. So all I want for them and for that baby, I see so many kids here, but it's cultural here that the mothers raise the babies, and the people they go to work. My wife just showed me her cousin sent her little new baby back to the village to the mom, and that's how they do it because they have to, kinda. So it is what it is, but family is very strong here. And that's how our family used to be. My brother's a doctor, and he either he's shielding himself professionally, because you can't treat your own family. I don't know what the rules are in real estate, but every doctor treats their own family on some level. If it gets really, really bad, I'm sure they follow the law. So it is what it is.
Absolutely. Okay, so why don't we do this? So I've got the addresses. I'm going to start pulling of comparables and a little bit more information. If you could do me a favor, though, and send me in WhatsApp what each of those units you want to net, and that way I just have it in one spot, because I took notes when our first conversation. I took notes on the second one, but a lot of kind of information was thrown out there, so I just want to make sure that the right expectations are being set. And then what I want you to do is...
I'm sorry I laughed. Mary, real simple. I'm a simple guy. Keep it KISS. Keep it simple, Steve. Keep it simple, stupid. I want $2 million if we're gonna set a price, but I am open to as big and wide as your imagination can be. I want a house, and I'll do exchanges. I'll do all of that.
I don't mean to interrupt you. It's really fuzzy. That's kind of why I wanted to get it just on WhatsApp, because it's really hard to hear you. So I'm missing some of these numbers.
Why is it hard to hear me? Why? And my screen just went black again. See, I think they're monitoring my shit. And maybe they can in Thailand.
No, it is. It's like static. It's background. It's static noise.
Oh, I have a Skype number, and we can talk. It's better on WhatsApp. But all this shit, when it's free, you get what you pay for. But I've been 20 years on voice over internet, and it's come a long way. And there's nothing stopping. If you're on Facebook wants it to work, but the cellular network, I think they scramble this shit to make it. They're corrupt in their business practices.
Yeah, it could be, but it happened on the last one. I think you said you're on Google Voice or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad this time though.
Okay.
It's really hard to hear you.
Yeah, and I can hear you perfectly.
Do me a favor and
I will.
send that to me on WhatsApp.
Okay.
About what you want to actually make off of these two properties, and then what you want to actually list it for. Because I'm a firm believer in that the seller picks the price. I could tell you all day long, give you a price, and I'm happy to do that. But I also think that that if you price it too high, it's going to sit on the market, and if you do some sort of range, I feel like that kind of pigeonholes you to that range.
Well, what I want, maybe I'm wrong, is I want to know what the American market is. Well, that's the other thing we need to talk about, I think, a little bit more privately, because I've stumbled into something, but it's all smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors. It's so much smoke. If you can cut through it, and it sounds like you can, you sound very, very, very smart. So that's what I want to know is what we can market in America for. But there's and then you get the sophistication of the buyer. The guy that's just getting started wants to come to Thailand, and $60,000 is no problem for him. These sold for they sold for $90,000. Okay, but a lot of the market was at the real price of $2 million, and the fire sale prices that I like to buy at are $1 million. So it's just personal preference or education.
Right, and I think that what would help me is that because I'm not over there and you know your property best, I think that helping me come up with a description in terms of what I can't see on the internet, like for instance, the types of amenities that are around, the gorgeous views, because I think that when you market internationally, and this is true for any type of marketing, is that people buy properties based off of a story. So visually certain pictures. So if we're going to market this in the United States and we're asking for a little bit more, right? So somebody who's looking at this will say, oh gosh, $31,000, that's nothing. Yeah, I'm going to pick up 10 of these, right, as investment properties. That's very possible, but what I want to do is if I can make you more money than the $31,000, then I'm going to do it.
Okay.
But in order for me to actually do that, we have to paint the picture for them, because they're not going to be over there either. They're going to be in the U.S., they're going to live in the U.S., and they're going to say, oh, these are great pictures, it looks like a good unit, it's in a nice location, here's the story, and then hopefully we can upsell them.
Okay. All right. I will do that, and I hope we can do this, and I'm open to, no, what you're doing, you're ahead of the game. But the Chinese they're buying up. They already bought all the units. The Americans are snoozing, or the Americans were here before the Chinese, and now the Chinese are here. And is that biased or what do you call it, politically incorrect or whatever it is?
What it is, the Chinese are looking for reasons to get out, and they're looking for other countries and other areas. And I know that Thailand is big on the list, Dubai is big on the list, Portugal is big on the list. I was just over in China with my agent, and we really determined where they're looking. So we actually have access to that Chinese market that we're marketing to anyways as Blue Latitude. So
yeah, you're ahead of the game. You're the leader. You're the leader. Yeah. You're the leader. But I heard also the Chinese government does the same as America's got all these friggin' rules that are all a bunch of bullshit. See, I'm 10 or 20 or 30 years behind the curve. I'm just learning it now.
Yeah, so they have a cap, and they can only export in real estate $50,000 per person per year. That's actually even less. They cut it down to $25,000. However, they're number one. There's a lot of areas. If you're marketing to Hong Kong, for instance, Hong Kong already has a ton of money that's getting exported, much more than $50,000. We have all these investors, and they all have on average 2 to 4 properties. If you can access these investors, that's really like the ease of the transaction.
Oh my God!
Start putting in, say, like for instance, like that 50,000 cap is only to the U.S. If they're allowed to bring to, for instance, Taiwan, they can move $150,000 to Taiwan. So it's accessing. It's not just saying like, okay, let's look at mainland China, right? It's actually accessing those pool of investors, and those are the contacts that I have.
Oh man, then this other deal is really, really good for you. We'll talk. All right.
I think it's a good deal, and I think like I'm open to other investment opportunities and helping you out with that. And I certainly think there's another discussion we had. But let's do this so we can cut our time, because I've got to run actually anyways.
Okay.
So I've got a few notes that I made. I want to clarify it to make sure we're both on the same page and I heard you correctly. So just I'll work on the listing agreement, and then if you wouldn't mind just sending me in WhatsApp kind of what your outline is of the conversation.
Okay.
The addresses, I think I got those. What you want to be asking for in terms of purchase price, what you actually want to net from that, because we had talked about commission. I know I usually charge for a listing agent being on that side. I typically charge 7% because it does require more marketing. It is a cost to that. If it was a U.S. property, sure, 5-6%, that would be fine. But on international property, I'm paying out of pocket for these things, and whether or not you sell your property for.
I understand the game. So are you saying 7% both sides or one side?
Say that again.
Are you saying 7% both sides or one side?
7% total.
Total. Okay, all right, good enough. I can live with that.
Okay, and then so let's do that, and then I'll work on the listing agreement and send that over to you. It's not going to be today. I'm hoping that it'll be tomorrow, and at the very latest, it'll be early next week.
Okay.
And then during that time frame, you said you have some pictures, right? You already have. Are they professional pictures or are they?
No. But I'll work with you on that. We can discuss all that, and then we get into ownership of pictures. Is a big deal on the internet. And then Airbnb. Just a million. I have too many thoughts. But you're good. You're good. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think you're good. So I'm gonna go with that until you fail. And Peggy, I didn't know Peggy from Adam. She took the listing and she says she's good, but I had another lady that was helping me, and she I don't know. No, she's not. She's independent. So it's just different philosophies. Everybody has and I can deal with most of them. I don't care if you're black, yellow, green, purple. If I like you as a person, and there's a lot of people that hate my guts, and more all the time because I get to be a real asshole. So it is what it is. Donald Trump.
It is what it is, but I appreciate the compliment. I think I'm good too. And
okay.
And it's all proof in the pudding, right?
Yep. They show me when you get your check and I get my check, everybody's smiling.
Absolutely.
And when you walk away and I have to go find another agent, we're both unhappy. Win-win or no deal. That's my philosophy. So thank you, Mary.
Absolutely. That's my philosophy too.
Okay. Ciao.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Another hour. It is about 1 hour, and then I peter out of the conversation. And so you can have 8 of these calls a day if you're working a normal 8-hour day. You can have 12 of these calls if you're Superman. I'm no longer Superman. And probably at my age, you can have 4 because I'm fucking toast. I'm done. Are you sleeping or not?
Well,
You learn a little bit about real estate?
I don't know.
You should listen, just like I told you the conversation yesterday or the day before. You can learn, but you can sleep if you want to sleep. That's up to you. You don't make any money sleeping. No, you do. That's the passive income. Passive income. That's what you want. So, peace, love, happiness, and understanding. My attitude kind of changed. I'm still. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm gonna go open the computer and do what I can and fix what I can. And I'm open to any conversations. Anybody wants to help, pick up the phone and call me. But my Apple phone doesn't ring. We'll see if Apple calls me back. I was thinking today too that with this phone, we've been talking about eliminating this number, but it's still not eliminated. In the conversation yesterday was, you had the breakdown in communication. So I'm curious to see how she does it around the world and what happens. Rudy Orr sent me a new friend request, and then all the players in the family rights movement. The Erasing Family movie lady, I gave her money. It's the bigger fool theory. I don't know. So I'm here, 59:16, so I'm going to hang up. Peace, love, happiness, and understanding. A 1-hour video. Nobody will watch this. It's on Tarn's phone, so I'll see if I can get it to my